What if I told you that most of the matter in the universe is invisible? We call it dark matter. We cannot photograph it or detect it directly. So how do we study something we cannot see? One of the best opportunities astronomers have is a Vega cluster. It formed when two galaxy clusters collided, separating their gas component and their mass component. As we can see in the image on the top, this is the Vega cluster. The pink represents the hot plasma on the X-ray, and the blue represents where most of the mass is. And as we can see on the image, they do not completely overlap. This separation is what makes the Vega cluster so important in studying dark matter. In theory, this happened because when the two clusters collided, the hot gas interacted and slowed down, while the dark matter and galaxies moved with much less resistance. This would be the explanation of why there is such a big separation between these components. However, we can only see the Vega cluster after the collision. To truly understand how this came to be, we need to be able to recreate it. And that is the goal of my project. I use computer simulations to recreate these collisions. Then I compare them to what we see on the sky. It's similar to reconstructing an accident, where you try different scenarios, compare to the final result, and then you are able to explain what most likely happened. I did this by creating two galaxy clusters. I threw them at each other under different conditions, and then I analyzed the results. I was looking for two main things. First, this dark matter and gas separation, and the second one was that the shape of the gas was similar to that of the Vega cluster. The image on the middle is a more detailed image of the hot plasma component and the mass component of the Vega cluster. And the image on the bottom is the best simulation result that I was able to get. As we can see, the orange represents the hot plasma, while the white represents most of the masses. And I was able to recreate the separation while also being to recreate this ball cluster gas shape. What is interesting about the framework is that it is not limited to the ball cluster. It can be used to study other cluster mergers and to study how dark matter behaves under different environments. Although we cannot see dark matter, we can study the evidence it leaves behind. By recreating these cosmic collisions, we can better understand this invisible matter that shapes our universe.